the Swatch Beach Volleyball World Championships. I'm Matt Chilton, welcome along, thank you for watching. It's time for the men to take centre stage on the sand of Kjemperud Beach, which stretches far into the distance. It's a sapphire blue day, absolutely perfect. The surf's up and a reasonable crowd beginning to assemble here in the Kjemperud purpose-built stadium. For the second week of our coverage, we had the women in action last week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's the turn of the men in week 2. The pool stages are complete. It's time for the round of 32, and we have an all-European tie coming up here, featuring Sascha Heyer and Markus Egger of Switzerland up against Andre Kjemperud and Vegard Hoidalen of Norway. And plenty of European supporters here to enjoy the action. Lots of Brazilians as well, this being something of a national institution in Brazil. They were disappointed last week when the Brazilian women got beaten in the final by the Americans. They'll be hoping for better this week, but there's a long way to go. It's a breezy day down on the beach. You can see the flags fluttering high above the grandstand there. The players won't feel too much of that. The wind tends to get stifled by the grandstand and by the supporters. You can see it's fairly hot and sultry in the arena itself. 2 matches coming up for you live this afternoon. It's just after 11 in the morning local time in Rio as we get introduced to Elzia Martins, the first referee from Brazil, accompanied by Lucio Varani, also from Brazil. Yes, Simon Golding is in the house, and he'll be along a little later to bring you coverage of the second match. That's coming up immediately after the end of this round of 32 match. So time for the formal introductions to be made. The big man, Sascha Heyer, wearing number 1 for the Swiss pair. Heyer stands at 6'8". His partner is Markus Egger, 6'3", and their opponents are, first of all, wearing number 1, Andre Kjemperud. Brazilians in the Norwegians in blue vests with red shorts, and there's Hoidalen. Hoidalen with the long blonde hair. He's 6'4". Kjemperud slightly shorter at 6'2", and it's a little bit easier to tell the difference between the Swiss. Egger has the baseball cap, whereas Heyer is wearing the bandana, and he's the big man at 6'8" tall. It's the best of 3 sets, first to 21 in the opening 2 sets, with a 2 clear points advantage, of course. If we go to a decider, that'll be first to 15. They change ends after each 7-point segment of play in the first 2 sets, and after each 5-point segment in the decider. There it is in a nutshell, and away we go with the first points on the board to the Norwegians. Hoidalen climbing well, and the Norwegians serve now. Points scored on every play these days, of course, in beach volleyball, as in indoor volleyball. Here's the set for the Swiss, but that one piled straight into the net by Markus Egger. Didn't connect with this at all well, and the blocker didn't have to use his hands at all. Egger did it for him, and it's 2 points to love to Norway. First points on the board there for the Swiss. Foul serve. Kjemperud annoyed with himself at that one. Big set, plenty of height on that, and the tip ball outmaneuvering the blocker from Hoidalen. Beautiful set from Kjemperud, had so much height on it, and gave Hoidalen the time to position himself, and he timed his rise to perfection. Norway leads 3-1 in serving. Oh, Really fast and furious serve, but the tip ball from Egger was wide of the mark, and Egger is having a difficult start. He had lots of time to guide that one into the court, but he found the sand wide of the line. And Sasha Heyer really needs to try and calm the nerves of his partner here. There's Heyer with the bandana on, and here's the serve. Kjemperud delivering another diving serve. And the Swiss get a point on the board. That will do wonders for Egger's confidence. That one dispatched with a huge amount of pace. There's the signal. Single finger pointing to the sand. A slower serve this time. Here comes Hoidalen. Has a chance to look. There's a Swiss hand on the block, which sends the ball spinning out of court. Another point to Norway. Nice composed dig. Here's the big high set. And Hoidalen really swinging fiercely at that one. Change of ends. Norway serving now from right to left. Here's Heyer. Heyer can't find the sand, and Norway have another chance, and they float that one into the corner. Good play from Kjemperud that time. Great reactions from Hoidalen. Turned around, found his partner who had the time and the presence of mind to float that one right into the corner. It's 6-2 Norway, and they serve again. The Swiss have got across this time. This gives the firm advantage to the Norwegians, and the Swiss gift them a point. Heyer had time on his hands. All he had to do was get it into play. It was a good reach from Egger, and Heyer pushed it beyond the back line. Surely a chance for Switzerland here, but the block is too good. Hoidalen was there, using all of his frame, 6'4", 92 kilos, and timeout called sensibly by Switzerland. Norway with plenty of support, running away with this opening set. Well, not much conversation between Kjemperud and Hoidalen, and I'm not surprised. They probably don't need to change anything, just get some liquid down them, but the scoreline makes unpleasant reading for the Swiss supporters who are here in great numbers. The difficult thing for the Swiss is that there are 3 pairs in the top 10 in the world rankings, and only the top 2 pairs will go to the Olympics. So intense competition within the Swiss beach volleyball camp. It's amazing that a landlocked country such as Switzerland is such a dominant force in this seaside sport. Norway will serve through Andre Kjemperud, 35-year-old. Now, have Switzerland managed to find any spark? There's the first point of the restart to Switzerland. 8-3 the score now in favour of Norway. Hoidalen's block was not quite as well timed as he would have liked. And it's Marcus Egger now to serve. Hoidalen coming in, easy. And all the Norwegians have to do is score the easy points. Hoidalen looks, sends the blocker the wrong way. Norway lead 9-3, first set. Hoidalen to serve again, slower serve this time. Yeah, well played by Sasha Heyer, because the set wasn't perfect. He had to backpedal slightly to meet it. He was coming forward, then he had to stop. Nice touch. 4-9 the score, and it will be Sasha Heyer, 6'8", tall, 203 centimetres to serve. Kjemperud with the finish. And I think it just clipped the line. Let's see it in slow motion here. Ooh, which way did that point go? Yeah, the point was good. It's 10-4 to Norway. And there's Sasha Heyer seen through the net, 2 meters 43 in height. This net, 10-4 Norway serving. Good serve, good defensive work from Switzerland. Now they come forward to attack. Nice finish from Marcus Egger. But still, the two pairs separated by a massive 5-point margin. Egger beginning to get his eye in now after a shaky start. Here comes Hoidalen with the time to look. The Swiss have picked it up and now they come forward, but a wasted opportunity. Unless, looks as if they're celebrating the Swiss, so I can assume that there was just a touch from one of the Norwegians on this ball. Because it was clearly long. Yeah, must have been a Norwegian touch. Very faint, but the referee saw it. And Hoidalen coming off best in that particular tussle, but penalised for touching the net. Let's see if we can spot this. Here comes Hoidalen. Yeah, clearly his hand touched the net. The referee was sharp to see that, and the Swiss are in slightly better shape now, 7-10. Oh, and that was a lack of communication amongst the Norwegian pair. They got tangled up. Very rare that that happens. No shout, just assuming that each one assuming that the other one would let the ball go. And from 5-10, the Swiss have clawed their way back into contention. It's 8-10 now. Sasha Heyer, Marcus Egger with a good run in that last session on the court. 5-10 down, up to 8-10, back in contention. Kjemperud and Hoidalen showing a couple of shaky moments themselves. A net touch and then this moment, which was a schoolboy mistake, really. You're watching Eurosport's coverage of the 2003 FIVB World Beach Volleyball Championships from the soft golden sand of Copacabana Beach, which has been flooded by Europeans this week. Switzerland trail 8-10 and serving. Hoidalen puts it up for Kjemperud. That was a lovely set considering the position he was in. Had to play that over his head, off his wrists, and just lofted it up perfectly for Kjemperud to finish it off. 11-8. Vegard Hoidalen to serve now, taking his time. Under the blazing sun in Brazil. Good serve. Heyer forced to dive to pick that up, and he's out of position, but managing with that massive height of his to really swing at that one. And I don't think the Norwegians were expecting it quite so firmly delivered. Look at this. Helped along by the net. Huge amount of force on that finish from the big man, Sasha Heyer. Swiss asked to take the serve again. Here's Hoidalen looking for space. Ball still in play. Wonderful reach and great finish by Switzerland. That came off a Norwegian hand. But for a big man, Sasha Heyer, was exceptionally quick across the court to pick up this ball. Made the ground, lifted it up for Egger, and Egger finished it off. Norway lead 11-10. There's 1 point in it. Sweden are right back in this opening set. Hoidalen and Kjemperud got off to a storming start. And as I said at the time, all they had to do was play the simple shots, the easy points, the basic moves, and the set was theirs. It didn't happen. A couple of lapses in concentration, and Sascha Heyer and Marcus Egger are right back in this match. This is knockout. Of course, this is the round of 32. Winner of this through to the last 16, and so on. And we'll have the final for you here on Sunday on Eurosport. Norway leading 11-10 at the restart. Sascha Heyer, 6'8", setting up for the serve. Hoidalen with the blonde hair, closest to us. Kjemperud, wasted point. And Norway re-established that 2-point cushion, which is crucial to win the set. Kjemperud serves, and he returns the compliment. So 2 missed serves in a row. Can Egger make one count? Looks like a slower ball from him. It is. Here's Hoidalen. And Hoidalen puts it out. It's a point to Switzerland. They're level for the first time in this match. 12 points all. Simple put away that Hoidalen made a mess of. And the Norwegians have totally lost their rhythm for the moment. And there's another one. Now, there was a Swiss hand on that one, so that is a point to Norway. Hoidalen came through, just the glancing fingertip, but it counts. It's a point for Norway. They're back in the lead, 13-12. And it'll be Hoidalen to serve. Big jump serve. Wasted point. The Norwegians are in danger of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory in this opening set. Too many mistakes. That's 4 or 5. And look at the scoreline now. Not so long ago, it was 8-2 to Norway. Hoidalen sets. Here's Kjemperud. Kjemperud can't finish it off. The Swiss come back at them and unleash a frighteningly fast finish from Marcus Egger. Given a second opportunity, there was no way Egger was going to miss that. And Switzerland lead for the first time in this match. 14-13. Heyer serves. Slower ball this time. Kjemperud looking for the tip ball. Just floats it over the head of the blocker. All square again at 14 points each. Into the uncrowded space in the back of the court. The Swiss supporters very vocal, being out-shouted by the Norwegians at present, but it's pretty noisy here. That's lovely play from Sascha Heyer. Just slowing it down, playing the subtle ball. Right in the corner. Switzerland back in control. 15-14 they lead. Hoidalen coming in. Oh, unlucky. Heyer went for the block, but it just came off his left hand and dropped out of court. It's 15 all. Timed his jump perfectly, but just couldn't get enough on it to direct the ball back into the court. And Hoidalen will serve. Good looking serve. Heyer picks it up. Now he looks for the return. Oh, wonderful block from Kjemperud. Jore Andre Kjemperud rising and matching Heyer inch for inch on the block. Norway lead again, 16-15. Hoidalen serves, well left. That was travelling quickly, that ball. It was a split-second decision by Heyer and Egger to let it go. It was the right decision. The referee, Elzia Martins, pointing to Switzerland to signal that they scored the point. Here's the set. That was a dreadful point as far as the Norwegians were concerned. They had plenty of time, and Kjemperud, looking for the angle to go across the top of the net, put it straight into the net. Switzerland lead again. And their supporters are winning the battle of the fans right now. Another chance for Norway to get into the match, but thought for a moment Egger would reach that. He didn't. 17 all. Hoidalen setting. A block from Heyer, and Egger lunging at it, but all he got was a face full of sand. Kjemperud serve, dipping sharply towards Heyer. Heyer comes forward now and puts that one long. Oh, it was so very close, but the mark is easy to see, of course. The ball makes an imprint in the sand where it lands. The line judge has a chance to study where the ball landed, and quite rightly he signalled that it landed out. Norway lead 18-17, change of ends. Heyer shakes his head. He needs to forget about the mistake and concentrate on the next play. And the serve will come from Kjemperud. Heyer coming forward. Oh, what a block! Block of the day from Vegard Hoidalen. Up against the massive frame of Sasha Heyer. Watched him every step of the way and had the presence of mind to guide the block down onto the sand for a winning point. Wonderful, wonderful play. Norway lead 19-17, 2 points away from a 1 set to love lead. Heyer coming forward again. This time he finds the target, and Switzerland close the gap to 1. Relief all round. 18-19, still the first set, long way to go in this match. The Norwegians lying in wait. Here's the serve. Here's the set. Here's Hoidalen. And there is the return. What a brilliant block. This time from Sasha Heyer. Hoidalen and Heyer enjoying an epic battle at the net. 19 points each. First to 21 with 2 clear points, remember. Now Norway looking to put themselves at match point, and they've done that. It's 20-19. Just inside the line. Good finish from Hoidalen. Still involved in that personal tussle with Sasha Heyer. Set point. It's come straight back. Still in play. Switzerland taking it off the net. Brave shot from Marcus Egger to save set point. The temptation would have been to go for the spike. In the end, he had the time and the composure to finish it off in a more subtle fashion. 20-20. Sasha Heyer will serve. Here comes Hoidalen. Oh, that's not great. Still in play. Oh, yeah, good play. Tight play at the net. All 4 of them involved. But it's set point again for Norway. Good reactions from Vegard Hoidalen. Set point, Kjemperud and Hoidalen. Hoidalen at the net. Andre Kjemperud taking his time before he delivers this serve. The Swiss have control, and they have the point. It's 21 all. Sasha Hare again, this time getting through the Hoidalen block. Plays 21. Opening set of this round of 32. Egger serves. Hoidalen. Kjemperud. Hoidalen again. Fires that one down like an arrow. Set point for the third time for the Norwegian pair. And that signals just how relieved he was to see that ball land on the sand. Set point again. Hoidalen serves. The Swiss have control. Can they finish it? Chance for Norway to polish off the first set, and a chance they seize. Hoidalen left with an open court to aim for, and it's 23-21 in favour of Norway. They lead by 1-0. We'll take a break.
The FIVB and Global Sports Alliance are supporting EcoFlag.
Keep the beach clean.
Coming to you live on Eurosport here this afternoon, or just approaching lunchtime in Brazil. It was a real battle, that first set, featuring a titanic struggle between Hoidalen and Hare at the net, and the other two acquitting themselves admirably around the court as well. They're back on court now, Switzerland, with work to do. They will rely greatly on the massive, towering frame of Sasha Hare, 6'8", huge man. 102 kilos he weighs. There's Hoidalen. He's no short man either at 6'4", 92 kilos. Kjemperud, 6'2", 85 kilos. They're off. That one out of court. Good effort from Egger, but it's first points in the second set to Norway, as it was in the first. Egger just managed to get his wrists in the way, but couldn't guide the ball back to the other side of the court. Andre Kjemperud to serve. Out. 3 points to Switzerland. Marcus Egger will serve. 28 years of age, from Sargans. Good dive, good pickup, great finish. That was Egger's point all the way. Down onto the sand. A diving dig from Egger, picks himself up and produces that shot. And Hoidalen wonders how on earth Egger produced that shot of genius. 2-1, Switzerland lead. Egger serves. An orthodox shot from Hoidalen and a rotten finish. And it's the opposite pattern in the second set than the first, with Switzerland currently dominating the points. They lead by 3-1 and serving again through Egger. Here's Hoidalen against Sasha Hare, and Hare comes off best. In fact, I think that was a gift really from Hoidalen. You can tell by his body language that he made a right mess of that shot. Now he's lost composure. He needs to refocus. 4-1, Switzerland lead. They went 4-1 down in the first set. Hoidalen looking to rectify the situation, but he doesn't. It's getting worse for the Norwegian pair in this second set. 5-1. Egger and Heyer have really found their form. Hoidalen has just lost his way for the moment, and the Norwegians sensibly calling a time out, and Vegard Hoidalen is beating himself up about the mistakes he's made, and rightly so. Well, a reversal of fortunes. In the first set, the Norwegians were relaxed at the timeout. The Swiss were panicking, and this time around it's a slightly different state of affairs. The Norwegians trudging off, and Hoidalen is disgusted with himself. Kjemperud a little calmer, but then at least one of them needs to keep his senses. It's all quiet on the Swiss, in the Swiss dugout, as they shelter under the umbrellas. Absolutely steaming hot here today. The breeze that's blowing those flags at the top of your screen is not playing its part in keeping the players cool. All four players back on court for the restart. Norway trail by 4 points. It's Switzerland 5, Norway 1 in the second set. Norway won the first set, but the Swiss are well on their way to evening things up. Slight delay. There's some discussion going on between the Norwegian pair and the first referee, Elzia Martins. I'm not sure what could be in doubt. The scoreline is 5-1. It's Switzerland to serve. There's not much else to say, really. Here we go. Egger. Hoidalen has to make this one count. And he doesn't. A shocker from Hoidalen. That's 3 in a row. 2 spikes he's put into the net, and this one off his fingertips, out by 3 feet. 6-1 Switzerland lead. Kjemperud, the calmer of the two Norwegians, can that rub off on his partner? Egger's serve. Here's Hoidalen again. Oh no, it goes from bad to worse for Vegard Hoidalen. 7-1. Switzerland a third of the way to evening the match, and Hoidalen right now can't hit a brick wall. In fact, he's hitting something resembling a brick wall in Sasha Heyer. This time, surely. Oh, finally. Finally. Hoidalen stops the rot. And Hoidalen, well, I reckon this might be a slightly slower serve. He's got to make it count. It does count, but Switzerland have control. Here's Heyer. Hoidalen can't get that, despite the, well, half-hearted attempt, really, by Kjemperud to scurry back and meet that one at the back of the court. It was long gone. It's 8-2 in favour of Switzerland. European champions with the upper hand at this stage. Here's Hoidalen. Hoidalen, well, getting back into the groove slowly now. He saw the space, he saw Heyer retreat from the net. Watch Heyer here, back he goes, but the ball was nowhere near either of them. 8-3. Kjemperud to serve. Here's Heyer. Oh. Well, that comes down from such an enormous height. He stands 6'8". It must be about 10 foot up by the time he reaches the ball. Beautifully played to the corner. 9-3. Hoidalen sets for Kjemperud. It's not a great set, a bit deep, and it's picked up by Egger, and Egger repositions and moves in for the kill. Nice touch, just off the fingertips. And Egger lead by 10-3. Egger serves again. Kjemperud sets for Hoidalen. Hoidalen connects this time. They reduce the deficit. Norwegians trudge to the other side of the court. 14 points played after each 7-point segment. There's a change of ends. First referee signalling that play can restart, and it's Vegard Hoidalen who wastes another opportunity. Well, if the Norwegians do lose this second set, then Kjemperud would be justified to blame his partner, who's just lost his composure. Here's Hoidalen setting. Can they come back at them now? Yeah, that's good play. And they're starting to gel a little bit, the Norwegians. Nice finish from Kjemperud. 11-5, getting a little closer. And Andre Kjemperud waits for the signal from Vegard Hoidalen. Here's the serve from Kjemperud. Well picked up by Heyer. Heyer returns to finish the job. Words of encouragement from Kjemperud for Vegard Hoidalen. I think it might be too late to save this second set. That's a good play. Norwegians just mixing it up a little bit now, spreading it around, using both sides of the court. Variation is what they're looking for. Hoidalen slaps at that serve and sends it straight into the net. 13-6 the score in favour of Switzerland. Switzerland trailed by 1 set, but look in good shape to take this second set. That was on the line. That will do wonders for Hoidalen's confidence. Clever shot, right on the line. Beautifully played. 13-7. It was an ace. 13-8. Yep. Best serve of the match so far from Andre Kjemperud. And the Swiss pair were rooted to the spot as they watched that one land on the line. Another 21 points in total played. So another change. In fact, 21 points played, so technical timeout. Heyer and Egger lost the first set 23-21, lead the second 13-8. Take a look at one or two of the highlights put together by our colleagues at Brazilian television covering this event for us at Eurosport. This is an event they cover very well. Crowds have been a bit disappointing. The grandstands are full when there are Brazilians playing, but it hasn't captured the imagination as the organisers hoped it would. This is very much the spiritual home of beach volleyball, and the World Championships returning to Copacabana Beach after an absence of 16 years. Kjemperud to serve. 8-13 they trail, the Norwegians, in the second set. It's coming straight back to Hoidalen, and even he can't miss that. Just the faintest of touches to drop it over the net. Norwegians getting a little closer. Worrying times for the Swiss here. Oh, that was mighty close. Well left by Heyer. But he would have had a flutter just at watching that one drift by. 14-9. Kjemperud sets for Hoidalen. Hoidalen must make it count, and he fires it long. Hoidalen trying to claim to the referee that there was a Swiss hand on this ball, but I'm not sure there was. And the referee is making his point clear to Vegard Hoidalen. Let's see it again. Oh, I think there was. Yes, there clearly was. Did the referee see it? Apparently not.
Please, Hoidalen, you know. This is not, I know, but I can't judge if this is so far away.
We have to say, really, that it did hit Heyer's hand. You know, call me old-fashioned, but shouldn't he put his hand up and say, yeah, it did? Switzerland lead 15-9. Well, maybe that's poetic justice. 15-10. And still Vegard Hoidalen protests what was clearly a valid point. Hoidalen will serve, 10-15. It's a good serve, and the Swiss can't control it this time. Egger just getting his wrists in the way, but the power got the better of him. 15-11 the score. The Norwegians slowly but surely closing the gap. And the decision that went against Vegard Hoidalen seems to have inspired him.
Let's go play, please, okay?
Elzir Martins just wanting to call a close to the issue now, as Hoidalen continues to dispute with the referee and thumping the area around the referee's chair probably won't help. 15-11, Switzerland lead, coming forward now with Heyer, and a point to Norway for 2 touches called against Heyer. That was the offending shot. The ball held rather than hit. 12-15. Hoidalen on a bit of a roll with his serve. Oh, another chance here. The Swiss in a bad position. And Norway have an opportunity to close the gap further, and a little bit of luck helps them do just that.
Come on, Hoidalen. I understand you, but it's not my decision. Come on, please. Let's play.
Referee still trying to justify his decision to Vegard Hoidalen, and well, for Hoidalen's sake, the longer this continues, the better, because they've gone from 15-9 to 15-13, and they've changed ends, and the Swiss are somewhat under the thumb here. Hoidalen finally loses his serving run, 16-13. But this first set, which looked done and dusted when the score got to 7-1, is far from over. Hoidalen's argument with Elzir Martins appears to be far from over as well. And he knows he was justified. And now Egger's getting in on the act. Heyer serves. Hoidalen coming forward, and Hoidalen finds the target. 16-14, they've closed the gap to 2. Kjemperud's turn to serve, has to make it count. It's on the line, they're within 1. A fantastic comeback by the Norwegians, and the Swiss call a timeout. And Hoidalen continues to make his point with Elsie Martins, but it's a pointless case now. The Norwegians are making some noise finally. Look at the scoreline. Switzerland 16, Norway 15. The Swiss started the set by taking a lead of 7 points to 1, and there was a controversial incident where Sasha Heyer clearly had a hand on the ball, but the referee didn't see it. Hoidalen has been arguing with him ever since, but Hoidalen's discussions with the referee have served only to inspire him to great things, where for a while his game looked to be crumbling. The Norwegian supporters have helped. They've been on their feet for a while now. All the players back on the court. Kjemperud and Hoidalen 15, Egger and Heyer 16. Here we go, Kjemperud to serve again. Oh, it's 2 in a row. Back-to-back aces from Andre Kjemperud. Right out of the top draw this serve, and Egger watched it drop as he fell like a tree. They're level. For the first time in this set, the Norwegians are tied with the Swiss, 16 points each. Kjemperud, 2 aces. Can he make it a hat trick? Heyer pushes it forward for Egger. Egger's power proving too much for Kjemperud. 17-16. Great match, full of incident and drama, great comebacks. Bit a classic sporting confrontation. Here's Hoidalen. It's got a cross. It's going to go out. 17 all. Well, Heyer had to play the reaction shot here. Had to put it over. 17 points each. On a knife edge this match. Hoidalen with a jump serve. Off the top of the net, play continues. Here's Heyer, and Hoidalen had his fingertips on that. Switzerland back in front again, 18-17. Sasha Heyer's play at the net has been pretty good during this match. They've changed ends again. It'll be Sasha Heyer to serve. Hoidalen, Kjemperud. Hoidalen comes forward and looks for the open court. It's come straight back to him, has it? Yes. It's a point to Norway. And Heyer kicks the ball away in disgust. 18 all. Off the left hand. Oh, there was the hint of a net touch. Looked to me like Hoidalen's left wrist just clipped the net, but the referee didn't see it. It's 18 all. Oh, unlucky. Kjemperud. Well, that would have been a miracle, really, for Kjemperud to get that back with the power that Heyer put on the ball. Switzerland lead 19-18, 2 points away from levelling the match at 1 set each. Marcus Egger to serve. Needs to make it count. Goes for the slower ball. The Norwegians pick it up. Hoidalen follows up. Oh yeah, on the line. Brilliant finish that time from Vegard Hoidalen. Arched his back and put that one away with real venom. Which way will it go? Hoidalen breathing deeply. Goes for the jump serve. Slaps it straight into the net. Unforgivable. It's given set point to the Swiss pair. Hoidalen has to make up for his mistake here, and he does. It's 20 points each. Kjemperud will be serving. Much, I imagine, to his relief. A slower ball required, just put the ball in play. The Swiss talking to each other, urging full concentration. Nothing too clever. Here's the serve. In it goes. Swiss out of position. Here comes Heyer. He's got space. That was a bad shot. Hoidalen sets for Kjemperud. Kjemperud floats it over. The Swiss dig it up. Egger's back on his feet, coming forward, and it's out. Match point to Norway. Egger really fired at that one, and then the celebrations signaled that it was clearly wide of the mark. Oof. Must have been an inch. Match point to the Norwegians. They were 7-1 down at the start of this set. What a recovery. Kjemperud just waiting for the right moment, pacing around, deep breath. And Yore-Andre Kjemperud looks to serve for the match for a place in the last 16. Here's Heyer. Good block. Oh, just out. What a relief for Marcus Egger as he followed that ball over. He must have been willing it to drop out. And to his relief, it did. 21 points all. Egger to serve. Here's Hoidalen. What's he got? It's a fine finish from Vegard Hoidalen to give Norway their second match point. Well, despite his lapses, when the points have mattered, Vegard Hoidalen has raised his game. 22-21. Another match point. Must make this one's count. He does, but the Swiss have control. Here's Egger. Good finish. 22 all. Egger really picked his spot quite brilliantly there. And the Swiss are still in the competition. Here's Hoidalen looking for another match point. Swiss have picked it up well. Heyer should have finished it. Can he finish it now? Another opportunity for Norway. They've been given second, third chances. Third match point it is. Sasha Heyer really should have finished that when he had the opportunity. The big man was guilty of playing a soft shot. Third match point for Kjemperud and Hoidalen. Hoidalen at the net. Kjemperud lining up for the serve. Here it comes. He too goes for the jump serve. Brave play. Here's Egger. The block. is not good enough from Hoidalen. The Swiss survive again, 23 points each. Hoidalen got a hand to it, but the ball was sent high up into the stands. 23 points each. Hoidalen sets this time for Kjemperud. Kjemperud floats it to the back of the court. Poor reception from Egger, and a poor finish from Egger. Oh, what was he thinking of? I think he was probably thinking of two things. Should have put that one away. Indecision possibly playing its part. 24-23. For the fourth time of asking, the Norwegians are serving for the match. Vegard Hoidalen biding his time. Here clears the serve. It's a good one. And the Norwegians are through. An ace from Vegard Hoidalen to seal the match. What a comeback. They crushed the Swiss in the first set. In the second set, they went 7-1 down, and it looked like we'd be going to a decider before Vegard Hoidalen and Andre Kjemperud somehow pulled it together to win the second set by 25 points to 23. A match full of incident and drama. Hoidalen will see it as a justified victory because he knows, and we know, that there was a Swiss hand on that controversial point earlier in the second set. Norway through to the next round. So, 5 aces to 1 for Kjemperud and Hoidalen. That's a key statistic, really, as far as the Norwegians are concerned. But how Sascha Heyer and Markus Egger allowed their concentration to lapse and allowed Kjemperud and Hoidalen to get back in and win that second set is a bit of a mystery, really. I think Hoidalen played a smart psychological game by constantly disrupting the pattern of play with his regular visits to Elzea Martins in the first official's chair. I think that affected the concentration from Heyer and Egger, and in fact at one point Egger spoke to Elzea Martins about it. Now, one or two high points and low points of the match. We've got another match coming up straight after this one. Simon Golding is waiting to bring you all the action from the second match of our live coverage here on Copacabana Beach this afternoon. We've just stitched together some of the important moments of this round of 32 match, featuring there the tussle between Hoidalen and Sascha Heyer at the net. You can see the height the men achieve jumping up from the sand, which is not an easy thing in itself. Nice touch there from Andre Kjemperud, who, whilst Vegard Hoidalen was losing his cool, very much kept his and guided his teammate with a display of composure above everything. Elzea Martins played his part. He'll look back at maybe the video replay and see that Vegard Hoidalen had a point. While the Swiss supporters got involved in the match, there was a battle going on in the stands between the Norwegians and the Swiss fans to see who could make the most noise. In the end, the Norwegians won that competition as well. That was Hoidalen at 7-1 when they went for the timeout. He'd made 3 basic errors in a row. One or two aces from Kjemperud. Egger opting to let that one go and had to agonizingly watch as it landed in court. That was the mistake. The snapshot from Heyer, which he put long when all he had to do was just find the target that he had. That was Egger getting a face full of sand. Excellent match Really good way to start our coverage of the men's side of the 2003 World Championships.